Hey guys, it's Jen from Redondo Beach. Hope you're having a great day. If you haven't done interval training before on the reformer, I'm going to show you how that's done. So what you're going to do today is take out a timer and you're going to get ready to sweat. This is going to be a challenging workout, but of course in the end it's totally up to you. You can change intensity with the springs or timing. So what I'm going to teach you today is 6 exercises in a row, interval style. So we're going to be going for 45 seconds on, and then we'll be taking a 10-second break. So you can feel what that feels like to do an interval. We'll get your heart rate up just a little bit. And then after that, we will get started on the work. We'll do 6 exercises. That's for the beginners. Now, if you're an intermediate or advanced, what you're going to do if you want more than the 6 exercises is you're going to do them 2 or 3 times, right? So if you're a beginner, the workout's going to be about 10 minutes-ish. And if you're more advanced and you go through it 3 different times on your own, I'm just going to go through it once, then that'll take you about 30 minutes to complete the workout. So find some really good music that you like. Remember, I don't play music in here because you probably wouldn't like what I listen to. So I want you to enjoy your tunes. So put some tunes on in the background, put your earbuds on, whatever works best for you. And today we're going to start with the jump board. Okay, so if you do not have a jump board, that's okay. You can just use the foot bar. So beginners, I want you to start with 2 springs, okay? If you have colored springs, that's the red and the yellow. And if you're intermediate or advanced, I want you to start with 3 or 4 springs. This is going to be legs for our warm-up. We're going to get the heart rate up to maybe 130 or 140 to get started, and then we will move on. So we're going to start laying on your back. So remember form here, guys. Arms are down to the side of the body. Shoulder blades roll back and down. Press down through the rib cage and pull that belly in nice and tight. So this is just your warm-up. So take your right leg up in the air and flex your foot. Okay, all I want you to do is push back and pull in. So we're just getting the legs warmed up. You're getting comfortable on your machine. Remember, everybody's machine is different, especially these home units. They all have their own little flares to them. So you're going to have to get comfortable on your unit. Find the springs that work best for you. We've got 2 more on this leg. And we've got the last one, switch legs. Other leg comes up, flex the foot. So that means pull the toe down toward the nose and reach through the heel so that you can feel this in your hamstring and your calf. So these are called single leg press backs. What you'll do at the end of this workout, after the 6 exercises, again, if you want to go for more, then just go ahead and start over 2 more times. Or if you can remember the exercises, just jump right back in and put your timer on. Whatever works best for you. Let's go 2 more. And we've got our last one. Okay, come back in. So what I want you to do on this one is take your feet hip width apart, toes straight ahead. Really think about your form. So knees are riding over the second and the third toe. So what that means is I don't want your knees caving in. I don't want your legs splaying out for this one. We're just thinking straight ahead. If that's too hard for you and you're not sure about alignment, then what you can do is put a little pillow between your knees or a ball, something like that to keep you going straight ahead. So jump and land. We've got 45 seconds. Then we'll take a tiny break and we'll move on to the next exercise. So remember, everybody has different springs on right now. Every time you jump, I want you to contract your quadriceps. Every time you jump, I want you to point your toes. And every time you jump, I want you to make sure that that belly is pulled in nice and tight. Keep it jumping. So your heart rate's going to begin to go up a little bit on this first batch, which is a good thing. Keep jumping, we're almost done. All right, we've got 3, we've got 2, we've got 1. Come all the way back in. So we're getting ready for our second exercise. So what I want you to do is grab your straps here, the small ones. Before you get started, make sure that these straps are ready and they're adjusted properly to your height. So we're going to take our legs into tabletop here, and I want you to just curl up and curl down. So we've got 45 seconds here. I'm going to curl up and curl down. When you curl up, chin goes to the chest, eyeballs on the belly. When you curl up, the fingertips reach nice and long. Legs are in a beautiful 90-degree angle. And ideally, when you curl up, I want those shoulders completely off your reformer. Okay, so really, really curl up nice and high like that. All right, we've got 3 more. We've got 2 more. We've got your last one. Hold, 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 hold. Beautiful. And then roll back down. Put those handles back. So what we're going to do now, if you have a jump board, I want you to take the jump board off. Place it on the ground. You're going to trade it out for what you've got is called a foot pad right here. So you're going to place this right here. All right. Now, change your springs if you need to, if you're feeling like, okay, this is already too hard and or too easy. What I want you to do is change those springs up. So easier spring load today is going to be 2 springs for this next exercise. And harder is going to be 1 spring. Okay, so take yourself to 2 springs or 1 springs. Can't talk today. All right, so what you're going to do, this is called a hip dip. I'm going to have you place your feet here on your foot pad in the front. This is called a foot pad. This is called your foot bar. You're going to place your forearms on the mat like this. And you're going to extend the legs out. Okay? From here, I want this hand to go on the hip. And all we're going to do for the next 45 seconds, here we go. Lift the hips up and then lower the hips down. Okay? Lift and lower. Lift and lower. We've got 45 seconds. Lift and lower. So, what am I trying to do here? When I lift up, I want you to hold right here on a nice straight line. Okay? When I lift up, I want to really feel the work happening through my lat. Lift and lower. And of course, those abs are tight. Make sure you're not wearing lotion on those feet or you're wearing sticky socks like I have on today. Sticky socks or bare feet work well. All right, we're past halfway done. Remember, we're only doing 45 seconds today because a lot of these things are really challenging and 45 seconds is a lot. Past 1. Come back in, flip it around. Okay, so pretend I'm going this side. I'm not going to do this side because I want you to look at my back side for the entire moment. I'm going to do this side again so you can see me. Okay, hand comes to the hip, lift the hips and lower. So if you want to crank this up and make it a little bit harder, remember lighter spring on this one's going to make it more challenging. Heavier spring, why is heavier spring easier? Because the heavy spring helps lift you up. Okay, lighter spring gives you much less stability in the exercise. Also, if you want to crank it up, bring the arm up in the air, lift and lower. Remember, you're on your second side. Lift and lower, we've got 45 seconds. You should be feeling your obliques. That's right here. That's your love handle area. That's what we're working. We're working the lats as well. All right, we're almost done. Thank goodness it's only 45 seconds. You got 3 more. You got 2 more. And you got your last one. Okay, good job. Come back in. Change those springs up really quick if you need to. If that was too hard, then go ahead and add an extra spring. If that was fine, then keep the springs where they're at for the next exercise. Okay, so now we're on to the saw. So we're going to flip it over onto the belly. Toes are on that foot plate. Bring your arms down, shoulder blades down. Squeeze the glutes nice and tight and press out and in. Okay, we've got 45 seconds, guys. Out and in. Make sure you're breathing. Don't hold your breath. So you should still be feeling your heart rate going up pretty high because we're taking really short breaks. Make sure you have water nearby. Okay, looks like we've got about 15 seconds to go. Okay, almost there, almost there. Squeeze those glutes, you can do it. And last one, come back in. Nice job. Okay, last one we're going to do today. That's the good news. We're already at exercise number 6. So this is called a V-up optional push-up. Let's change those springs to a single spring. Harder, easier. 2 springs, come all the way up. You're going to come to the front of your mat. Looks like that. You're going to draw your shoulder blades away from the ears, and then all I want you to do is press back into a plank. Okay, so here's where we're going to land, right here in a plank. So what I want you to avoid is this. I don't want you to dip. I also don't want your butt up in the air. Okay, there's a couple of ideas there that makes things hard. So I want you right here. Okay, from here I want you to pull the carriage all the way in, and then I want you to drop right back down into that plank. Okay, so that's your V-up. Okay, so get comfortable with that V-up, trying to keep your legs as straight as you can. Pulling back in, pressing down, plank position. Remember, we're going 45 seconds. Adding that push-up and or not. If you're doing that push-up, I want you to squeeze your elbows in on the way down. Okay, you inhale to lower, you exhale to push up. All right, guys, we're almost done. All right, and again, I'll take that push-up with you. Inhale, lower, exhale, push up. That's for your triceps, the back of your arms. You got 2 more to go. And the last one. All right, great job, guys. Bend your legs. Safely step off your reformer. Sit on down. Take a break. See how you feel. So if you're like, hey, I can do another round of that, beautiful. Get a drink of water. Start over. Do the exact same exercises. 1 more round or 2 more rounds. Again, you can change this workout to a 10-minute, a 20-minute, or a 30-minute workout. Whatever works best for you. Take your time if you're new to Pilates. Don't overdo it. And if not, hit all 3 of those, 3 rounds, and enjoy yourself. Everybody have a wonderful evening. Thank you.